That's not him.
So where are they?
Harrison always leaves it to the last minute. Busy man.
Probably finishing his champagne breakfast.
Floyd's team are raring to go.
No.
The tall one's his barrister, Martin Blackmore. Same brief as got him off the last time. Doesn't miss a trick. The other one is Floyd's solicitor, Peter Jenkinson. He's more of a private detective than a solicitor. He managed to dig up some dirt and discredit Floyd's last victim.
So Floyd's got the same people defending him?
He's not a change a winning team, is he?
Lucky the CPS have put a top silk on the case.
Oh, there's Reynolds. Where's Harrison?
Sorry. Last-minute emergency, I'm afraid.
Don't tell me.
Harrison's case at the Old Bailey is overrun. I only got the message this morning.
You're not going to be asking for another postponement. The judge will go spare.
No. Everything's under control. We have a replacement. Where is she? Huh? This is Harriet Godson, Detective Inspector Deakin.
Morning.
This is DC Proctor from Sunhill.
Morning. We're on first, I gather.
Yeah, we certainly are, yes.
I had a quick glance at the notes in the taxi and seems pretty straightforward.
Nothing straightforward where Martin Blackmore's concerned.
So I've heard. I better go and get ready for the fray.
Mr. Reynolds, exactly how many cases has Miss Godsall prosecuted?
This will be her debut.
A rookie barrister? What are the CPS playing at?
She came to us with glowing reports. I mean, what can we do? We can't go for another postponement. Is Mandy here? The victim, Mandy, is she here?
Cindy. Cindy Bishop. Yes, she's in the waiting room.
Persons in the case of Floyd, please.
His first brief, I hear.
That's right.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Martin Blackmore. I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
Harriet Godson.
Fresh face for the judge. Should brighten up his day, huh?
Don't worry. We've got a very solid case.
Would the defence counsel for Adams please go to court number 2?
All right, Cindy.
Will I be called first?
I expect you will, yeah.
Oh, I just want it over and done with.
Well, it soon will be. And then you can get on with the rest of your life and stop worrying about Floyd.
I won't forget what he did to me in a hurry.
Miss C. Bishop. Miss C. Bishop, please.
That's me.
And I ain't going to set the record straight.
This way, please.
I'll take that for you. Good luck.
She seems in a bit of a state. Hope our new girl doesn't let her go over the top.
At least you're on next. You can steady the ship. What now?
Oh, form MG9 missing from the file.
What, the witness list?
I had to borrow the defence copy. I better go and photocopy it.
It reminds me of the White Rabbit.
Gaff?
He's always in a hurry and doesn't know where he's going.
Detective Constable Proctor, could you describe to the court the events in the early hours of the 5th of August this year?
The 5th?
I'm sorry, in the early hours of the 6th of August this year.
At approximately 2 o'clock that morning, I was parked up in Gunner Street outside Lolita's nightclub. I'd been detailed to keep a person I know to be Curtis Floyd under observation.
Is the person in court today?
Yes, the defendant.
Please continue.
I'd followed his car to the nightclub and watched him get out and wait outside the front entrance.
But Mr. Floyd did not attempt to enter the nightclub.
Your Honour.
Miss Godsall, you're leading the witness. Kindly allow him to give his own account.
My apologies, Your Honour. Did you form an opinion as to what Mr. Floyd was doing outside the nightclub?
I assumed he was soliciting for fares.
Is Mr. Floyd's car insured for hire or reward?
No, it's not. It's only insured for private use. I've been keeping the defendant under observation for about 20 minutes when I saw him approach a young woman whose name I later discovered was Cindy Bishop. She was leaving the nightclub alone. I saw the defendant approach her and they had a conversation. Then she got into his car and they drove off together. I followed them in my car. After about a mile, the defendant's car pulled up on Shadwell Park Road alongside the park. I couldn't see clearly what was going on, so I got out of my car and went towards the defendant's car.
Can you describe what was taking place in the defendant's car?
The defendant was on top of Miss Bishop on the back seat of his car and attempting to remove her underclothing. I realised a serious sexual attack was taking place.
What did the defendant do when he realised you were present?
He climbed into the front of his car again and attempted to drive away. I restrained and arrested him, and as I did so, he said, "This is a set-up, isn't it?"
Could you describe Miss Bishop's condition at this point?
She was very distraught. Her clothing had been ripped in the struggle.
Did she say anything?
She said he was going to rape me.
No further questions, Your Honour. Thank you, officer.
Detective Constable Proctor. Is Shadwell Park Road illuminated?
Yes.
On both sides of the road?
Only on the residential side, not on the park side.
On which side of the road did Mr. Floyd park his car?
He drew up on the park side.
Now, you said in your evidence that you couldn't see clearly what was happening.
I couldn't see clearly from inside my car what was going on in Floyd's car, Your Honour.
But you could see clearly what was going on when you reached Mr. Floyd's car?
Yes.
Even though that side of the road was unilluminated?
There was enough light from the street lamps on the other side of the road.
Enough light for you to be sure that what was going on in the back of the car was an attack?
I believe so, yes.
Rather than a bout of lovemaking?
I saw Miss Bishop...
What did you see exactly?
I saw Miss Bishop being restrained.
Two people in the back of a car. How could you be sure who was restraining whom?
It was clear.
Two people in the back of a car, in an unilluminated street by the side of the park, does not automatically suggest a sexual attack, does it?
No.
And yet you were convinced Ms. Bishop was being attacked, even though you couldn't see clearly what was happening. I would say that's more a case of prediction than detection, wouldn't you?
Your Honour.
Merely a rhetorical question, Your Honour. I withdraw it. Now, upon arrival at the police station, was Miss Bishop examined by a doctor?
Yes, she was, by the forensic medical examiner.
Had Miss Bishop sustained any physical injuries in her encounter with my client?
No.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Oh, Martin's just given your DC a right grilling, and she couldn't do a thing about it. Hey, you're on next, huh? Well, perhaps you can turn it round. Jeff, it's Pete. What have you got?
Inspector Deakin, you were present at the initial interview with the defendant after his arrest.
That's correct.
Could you tell the court how the defendant described his actions in the early hours of the 6th of August?
He said he'd been approached by Miss Bishop. He said that Miss Bishop had had a great deal to drink. She had no money and had offered sex in return for a ride to her home in Lewisham. He accepted the offer. He then drove to a park and climbed into the back seat of the car at her suggestion.
According to the defendant, what happened once he was in the back of the car?
He said that she had removed her blouse, preparing to honour the arrangement.
I see.
Which does not explain how the blouse came to be torn and the buttons ripped off at the top.
Did the defendant give an explanation as to how the blouse came to be torn?
He said it was a flimsy garment that could easily have been ripped in the club. He also said that she knew what she wanted going around dressed like that.
He considered Miss Bishop's mode of dress provocative.
Yes.
And to his mind, this was an indication of her availability.
Your Honour, this is pure speculation.
Yes, please confine yourself to the facts, Miss Gossel.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Inspector Deakin, you instructed DC Proctor to carry out the observation of Mr. Floyd, am I correct?
That is correct.
But you yourself did not attend the arrest in Shadwell Park Road?
No, I didn't.
But as we've heard, you did participate in the interview with my client once he was brought back to the police station.
That is correct.
Why was that?
It's perfectly normal procedure for a senior officer to be present at an interview.
Yes, but what was your reason for being present in this case?
I had prior knowledge of the defendant.
Had you arrested him before?
May I answer that, Your Honour?
You may, Inspector.
Yes, I had arrested him before.
And had you also interviewed him on a previous occasion?
Yes, I had.
And had you also charged him with an offence?
Yes.
Would you tell the court what that previous offence was?
Rape.
And did a court appearance result from that charge?
Yes, it did.
In the same court in which we're standing today?
Yes.
A trial by jury?
Yes.
And would you like to tell the court what the verdict of that jury was?
He was acquitted.
Who was acquitted?
Curtis Floyd.
Curtis Floyd was acquitted. Did you agree with that verdict, Inspector?
Your Honour, I fail to see the relevance of Inspector Deakin's personal opinion on his previous matter.
About time.
I think the line of questioning is relevant. You may answer the question, Inspector.
No, I didn't agree with the verdict.
In the light of your last reply, Inspector Deakin, do you think that you were the best person to be leading a police operation directed against my client?
Your Honour.
You do not have to answer that, Inspector. It's not a matter for this court to decide.
No further questions, Your Honour.
You may stand down, Inspector.
Blackmore versus Harriet Godsoe is no contest, is it?
Your Honour, a new development has just been brought to my attention which may have a serious bearing on this case. May I ask for an adjournment to consider it and, if necessary, disclose it to my learned friend for the prosecution?
Will this take long?
I don't believe so, no.
Very well. The court will adjourn for 20 minutes.
The court will rise.
What the hell's Blackmore up to?
Oh, you tell me. He's got something nasty up his sleeve. Well?
More bad news, I'm afraid. According to the defence, they have documents to show that a Cindy Bishop brought an allegation of rape 2 years ago in Newcastle.
What, the same Cindy Bishop?
They're saying it is.
Don't believe it.
How the hell did the defence dig that up?
It's Jenkinson's army of gumshoes. They don't call him the dirt digger for nothing.
So Cindy's been through all this before?
No, the case never went to court. The CPS decided not to proceed.
Why not?
Because Cindy was considered to be an unreliable witness.
Right. You better tell me about Newcastle.
I was raped, wasn't I?
Why didn't they prosecute the person who raped you?
They told me he wouldn't get convicted.
Why not?
Because I'd invited him back to me digs.
You'd invited him back.
We had a few drinks. He said he'd walk me home. We had a bit of a snog on the way. Nothing serious. I'd only let him in to call a cab. But he wouldn't take no for an answer.
And on the strength of that, the CPS dropped the case?
Yes.
And you thought that if you mentioned Newcastle, they'd drop this case as well?
No, it wasn't like that. Nobody asked me. Everyone was being so discreet. Nobody asked me.
Inspector, can we have a word? Well, I'm not sure we can sustain the case in the light of this.
We're not thinking of dropping it, surely.
Well, if we go on, Miss Bishop will have to go back in the box. What? We can't just allow Blackmore to make free with this. He'll wipe the floor with us. She'll have to explain what happened before, and the jury will only believe it from her.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you know her best, and she trusts you, so persuade her.
How long have you really known about this new evidence?
Oh, we're only able to verify it this morning by checking with sources in Newcastle.
One of your private dicks?
I can't go through all that again.
You've got to. Or Floyd is going to walk away from this scot-free.
Everybody out there only half believes me anyway. Because I was out late at night on my own in a short skirt and I'd had a few drinks. You know what this is? It's just another humiliating ordeal for the woman, isn't it? Because deep down, you can hear them all saying to themselves, she deserves it.
Some of the jury might think like that.
All persons in the case of Floyd. All persons in the case of Floyd, please.
You've got a lot of faith in people, haven't you?
Blackmore's running rings around us in there.
Nobody on our side has been properly briefed, least of all me.
OK, we're up against it. But I don't see why Floyd should walk on account of an oversight. The previous case was nothing to do with this one.
Blackmore won't see it like that.
No, but the jury will if it's explained properly to them.
Who's going to do that?
Cindy.
Are you sure that's wise? She's in a very volatile state.
What other course of action have we got? She's agreed to do it.
I still think we should say nothing.
But where will that get us? Blackmore will crucify us.
If we put Cindy back in the dock, there's no telling how she might react.
We have no other choice if we want the trial to continue.
Miss Bishop, we've just heard you tell the court that the reason the Crown Prosecution Service gave you for not proceeding with the case in Newcastle was that they could not be confident of gaining a conviction. Did they tell you why?
They gave reasons, yes.
Could you tell us the specific reasons that they gave?
The fact that I had invited the man back to my flat.
I see. Was that the only reason they gave, that you had invited the man back to your flat?
Yes.
Did they not also mention the fact that because you had been seen kissing and petting with the man on the way back to the flat, it would be more difficult to prove an allegation of rape?
Yes, they told me that.
Miss Bishop, how did you feel when the Crown Prosecution Service informed you that they were dropping the case?
How do you think I felt?
Please just answer the question, Miss Bishop.
I was angry.
I'm sure you were. You considered you'd been raped and nobody was going to do anything about it.
Your Honour.
You do not have to answer that, Miss Bishop.
No, he's right. That's exactly how I felt.
You felt aggrieved?
Yes!
I suggest that you were so aggrieved by your previous treatment by the Crown Prosecution Service that you were seeking redress.
What?
I wish to make it plain to the jury that this is not the first time that you have made an allegation of sexual assault against your person when returning home with a man previously unknown to you. And on both occasions you were scantily dressed and under the influence of alcohol.
You may stand down, Miss Bishop.
Mr. Floyd, what were you doing in the early hours of the 6th of August this year?
I was out in my cab.
Are you insured for hire?
No. It's my living, though. Lots of people do it. Keeps us off the dole.
Where was your cab at 2 a.m. on that night?
Outside the Litres.
What were you doing there?
I was on the pavement looking out for a fare.
Did you have to wait long till you found one?
Not long, 5 minutes.
Is that fare in court today?
Yeah, her.
Did you approach her or did she approach you?
She approached me.
Was that unusual?
No. Clubbers always use us, not black cabs. We're cheaper.
How was she dressed?
Skimpy.
What sort of impression did she make on you?
She'd had a few.
Had a few drinks?
Yeah, a good few, I reckon.
What did she say to you then?
She asked me if I could take her home in Lewisham. I told her it'd be 15 quid.
£15?
Yeah. She said she had no money, so I wasn't going to take her. But then she said if we went somewhere quiet first, she'd sort me out. And I could drive her home after.
Sort you out? What did she mean by that?
Out for sex in the back seat.
I see. So, where did you take her?
The road alongside the park.
And what happened then?
Well, I got out of the car and got in the back with her. She started peeing her clothes off. They was only like cling film anyway. We were just getting started when I heard someone outside the car. I don't know who it was. Maybe some pervert spying on us.
And who did that intruder turn out to be?
That CID copper over there.
Detective Constable Proctor.
Yeah, they've been on my case for months, ever since the last time I was here.
Who is they, exactly?
Inspector Deakin and the police at Sunhill. They tried to fit me up by putting a prostitute in my cab. That didn't work, so they tried this.
Your Honour, I don't see how the details of Mr. Floyd's previous case have any relevance here.
With respect, Your Honour, I think they do. Here we have the same police inspector investigating the same suspect in the same crime. Surely that does have a bearing in the case in hand.
Proceed, Mr. Blackwell.
Can you tell the court exactly what form this harassment takes?
They stop me all the time when I'm out in my cab. They're stopping me from earning a living. Like they got a vendetta against me.
I should never have put Cindy back in the box. I wish you'd trusted my judgment.
Yep, I should have listened. But at least it's out in the open.
It'll have said he had put a doubt in the jury's mind.
No more so than if we'd swept it under the carpet.
We should have thought of a better strategy.
I'm more worried about Blackmore's strategy. Using Floyd's previous arrest to his advantage, trying to prove a vendetta.
We should be capitalising on his previous, not the defence.
Inadmissible, I'm afraid. We couldn't have raised it.
Well, isn't it admissible now that the defence have raised it?
Well, technically we could use it, but what good would that do?
I've got an idea. As Blackmore's stolen our thunder, why don't we steal it back again?
How do you mean?
Can you put me back in the witness box?
And that concludes the case for the defence, Your Honour.
Your Honour, before summing up for the prosecution, I beg leave to recall Inspector Deakin to the witness box.
But that is most irregular, Your Honour, at this stage in the proceedings.
Well, since I extended that latitude to you, Mr. Blackmore, I see no reason why I should not extend it to Miss Godsall. Are you seeking an adjournment to disclose fresh evidence?
No, Your Honour. The defence and Your Honour are already in possession of the evidence. The late submission of the defence has now made it necessary to our case.
Very well. Proceed.
But, Your Honour...
You will have the right to further cross-examination, Mr. Blackmore. Inspector Deakin. I must remind you that you're still under oath.
I understand, Your Honour.
Inspector Deakin, did you authorise an observation on Curtis Floyd merely on the strength of a single failed conviction against him?
No, I did not.
Could you tell the court why you authorised it?
I did so on the strength of the number of complaints laid against the defendant.
Your Honour, I strongly object to this line of questioning. These complaints have no bearing on the case before us.
Well, since the thrust of Mr. Floyd's defence has been to accuse the police, and Inspector Deakin in particular, of conducting a vendetta against him, I think the prosecution is entitled to proceed. Proceed.
Were these complaints all logged at Sun Hill Police Station?
The majority were, yes, but there were also complaints logged at Borough and Boulton Street police stations.
And who made these complaints exactly?
Women who had accepted a ride in the defendant's car.
And what was the nature of these complaints?
They all followed a similar pattern. A woman returning home alone late at night, a sexual advance from the defendant, followed by the threat of violence if they refused to cooperate.
Your Honour...
I think the jury should hear this.
The complaints were all fully logged.
Thank you, Inspector.
If all these complaints were laid against my client, as you assert, Inspector Deakin, why did you not proceed with them?
The women were reluctant to take matters further. Cindy Bishop is the first to agree to give evidence.
And why were they reluctant?
I imagine it was because they didn't think it would result in a prosecution, or even if it did, in a conviction.
I suggest to you, Inspector, that you bore a grudge against Curtis Floyd because he had notched up a victory against you in a previous court appearance.
That's not true. The complaints against the defendant were taken by a number of different officers at a number of different police stations. There's no way I would have been able to coordinate them. You did really well in there. I was impressed.
Blackmore made me so angry, so patronising. I suppose that's what I've got to face in this profession.
It's not just in this one. Anyway, I think you've got it.
Got what?
Whatever it is that makes people listen. A passion for justice, perhaps.
Let's wait for the verdict, shall we?
Sorry. I didn't mean to patronise you.
You didn't.
Have you reached a verdict on which you are all agreed?
We have.
On the first indictment of sexual assault, how do you find the defendant?
Guilty. You see the look on Floyd's face, I couldn't believe it.
What about Blackmore? Talk about injured pride, eh? Excellent job, Miss Consul. I'm sure we're putting a lot of cases your way.
Thanks.
I think this calls for a victory celebration.
Definitely.
Cindy!